What boots do you buy for climbing? That's a good question. I just received an email from a subscriber and viewer. I'll show you right here. There's the email. The email says, this is from Juan Leverant. Hopefully I didn't mess up your name. Juan, thank you very much. I am climbing this year Ixtacoatl in Mexico, Kilimanjaro, and in late October, Mara Peak, and I'm trying to figure out what boots to buy. Ixtacoatl, there's a glacier to cross. Also, I have a very wide foot, doubly, what boots do you suggest? One, well, this is a more complex question than you might think, because people ask, what boots do I buy? Well, this boot, this boot, this boot, on and on. So let's get right to the point for his question, or Juan's question, then I'll go a little bit wider. On Ixtacoatl and Pico de Orizaba in Mexico, I used a Bronce double boot. The boot liner is fully removable. You can see I can remove the boot. This is super warm. I used this on Elbrus. It worked great. It was a little bit chilly just sitting around riding, but generally works very well. For Ixtacoatl, you can probably get away with maybe boots like this, but if they don't have a full stiff shank, even these heavy boots, they have a 3/4 shank. When you put crampons on these bad boys, they're going to flex, and that's going to be a problem. But Kilimanjaro, these are great boots. These are what I used. I used a special custom designed toe cap to keep my toes warm, but these worked perfectly. But on Ixtacoatl, Pico de Orizaba, and Mara Peak, you're going to want double boots. There's zero flex. You can put a crampon on these and have zero problems with them. So that is the challenge of, well, what climbing boots do I use? There's no exact answer. And you might say, okay, I just want one pair of boots. If you want the ultimate wear one pair of boots, then you need to plunk down the mega change for the Malay or the Olympus Mons. But they're crazy expensive. They're silly heavy, like 5.5 pounds or almost 3 kilos each. And did I mention they're crazy expensive? You could use the Sportiva cubes and go to Orizaba and Ixtacoatl. Your toes would still be cold. Once I get 0 degrees in these, my toes get a little bit cold. It's annoying, but these are great for Mount Hood, maybe Rainier, that sort of thing. I've seen people, including rangers, climbing Mount Hood on these. I've climbed in them. I love them. But on Denali National Park and climbing Denali, people used to go with their double boots and over boots, because double boots are not warm enough at high camp and up, especially on the summit. Double boots don't cut it. You have to get double boots plus 40 below over boots, or you bring Malay boots or Olympus Mons. That's just what it takes. But that's if you're just snowshoeing. Almost nobody snowshoes except for guided teams nowadays. Every independent team, except for a couple schloggers like myself and others, we use ski boots, ski trekking boots. Again, these are pretty warm. They have the Intuition liner right here, but yeah, they're not warm enough for the summit, so I gotta buy over boots. And I'm debating taking these in over boots or taking these and my Malays, because climbing in ski boots sucks. So to answer your question, Juan, there's no clear answer. What I would do is, instead of my regular hiking boots, for Kilimanjaro, I would actually use my Danner 400-gram insulated boots, or even 800-gram insulated boots. These still have a little bit flex. They're better than my Vask boots. I could put crampons on them. They'd have a little flex. They might pop off. So that's a thing too. Tough call. So the question of what boots do I buy? Here, let me tilt down the camera. Let me show you how much boots you really need to buy. So there's the collection of boots here. Ridiculous, right? Absolutely huge pile of boots. Looks like I've gone crazy. I use these boots hiking in the Rockies, but I use these boots hiking in the Sierras because they're breathable. And then I bring these water crossing shoes because I don't want to soak my boots. Yeah, so there you go. That is a tough question to answer. What boots do you have? If you're going to do this long term and hardcore, you're going to have to spend some money. That's just the way it is. But if you're just going to go once, you just want to do it, consider renting boots. If you can find a local store that actually will rent a boot or rent it from your guide company, and that way you don't have to throw down the coin, because these are expensive, really expensive. And then you got to buy crampons on top of that, and you got to make sure to buy the crampons that fit the boots, because not every boot fits the crampons and every crampon fits the boots. So there is a much more complex answer to a simple question than you might think. Take these or insulated on Kilimanjaro, take these from Mera and Ixaqual and Pico de Orizaba. Thank you very much for watching. Please ask questions in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them and hopefully communicate them via video. Thanks for watching.